We are Squawking Dead, a podcast pulverizing episodes of the Walking Dead universe. And today, what we have for you is our Walking Dead Season 10 teaser trailer breakdown with BMNY DeadCast Chris, CosmoMom09, and none other than Nightmare on Elm Aaron. We hacked and slashed the shit out of this episode, unfortunately, but we have the final cut finally for you just hours before The Walking Dead Season 10 mid-season premiere. And by the way, don't forget to watch Better Call Saul later tonight too. Just an aside, because I mentioned it because we did a morning SQUAW-fi covering essentially Better Call Saul's return, and moreover, we covered specifically Kim Wexler's character, which I love the idea of her. I love that she's almost the raison d'etre of Better Call Saul. But anyway, I'm glad you're here on this beautiful Sunday. I have, look, Darren's here, No Sanctuary's here, Mandy Lynn's here, Lori Jackson's here on Instagram. I got some people popping in on the stream right now. The reason why we do these little intros, Thorgon's here too. The reason why we do these little intros is so that we make sure you're all here. You know, the videos are going to be there anyway, but we might as well make a little affair out of it. Might as well get you all live. I am going to be in the chat as the episode airs. So if you guys have anything you want to talk about while we're breaking out these teasers, just go ham, because I'm sure there are some things that we say in this episode that you're going to want to react to, because it's a thing, you know, you press for time, you're trying to cover an episode. And you can't always say everything. And that's kind of like why I want everybody to have like a word in the comments about what we missed, what we could have done better. And, you know, keep it in the chat also. Like, since you're here live, you can just live react. We can talk about anything and nothing. And we're doing the episode right now. So in the meantime, if I wanted to announce one thing. Thank you for the dressing gown comment, Thorgon. Yes, this is the actual TWD robe, isn't it? No, it's not. It's just a cheapo hoodie. But before I continue, I wanted to make a special announcement. I just now dropped our new design in the merch store. If many of you may have guessed what it already is, hint, spoiler alert, it's our current it's our current social media avatar. Right? So I have it, and I've made the design available in both light and dark colors. Okay? So check out the merch store after, maybe during this episode, but definitely after this episode. You can still get 35% off this new design. And I think maybe, and I'm not sure, please correct me if I'm wrong, but you may even get an additional discount for a new design. So check it out. I'm going to be buying a couple of mine because I really, really like the way it came out. And so, dude, check it out. I'm really proud. I really do want to make more of these kinds of designs available too, because often when you create a design, it's made in a certain sort of lighting setting. There's a dark background. I kind of like it to have, and how's the shipping, Tom? The shipping is ridiculous. The shipping is ridiculous. I mean, even in the UK, but it comes pretty fast in the UK. I have to admit, I was very impressed. In any case, check it out, please. At least let us know what you think of it in the comments, or just DM me, or whatever you want to do. Show us some support if you want to. If you don't, that's fine too. In any case, I'm going to start the episode. I'm going to be here in the chat as the episode airs. So, without further ado, and it's only like about an hour, so it's not going to take up all your Sunday. You get to move on, and you get to watch the episode just after watching this teaser trailer breakdown. It's several teaser trailers. So, hang on to your hats. And away we go, huh? How about it? We are Squawking Dead, a podcast pulverizing episodes of the Walking Dead universe. Sometimes we read the news, sometimes we make you laugh, other times we go deep. And I'm here with BMNY DeadCast Chris, and CosmoMom09, Rachael Burt, and last but not least, because last is the best, Aaron, Nightmare on Elm, from everywhere. Actually, mostly just Twitter and Instagram, and his secret profile on Facebook, which I won't blow his spot. But thank you for joining us, because we made an offer for all coffee backers, and there were many this month because of my stupid birthday, my little birthday wish, which I announced earlier this week, which is mostly for friends and family. Because I didn't make any plans. I didn't do anything for my birthday this year. I turned 41, so that explains a lot of what most of you didn't see before, because I mean, unless you're a coffee backer, you have a downloadable copy of this episode, and you saw basically all of us go kind of buck wild for like the last hour? No? 45 minutes?
30
or so minutes.
Yay.
If you don't know what we're talking about, head to ko-fi.com/squawkingdead. Buy us a coffee. You can get the unedited copy of this episode, download and stream anywhere you want, anytime you want. And it's chock full of edits, and chock full of pre-show and post-show, if you so choose. We're going to be watching basically most, if not all, of the trailers, plus the opening minutes of this episode, which is coming out in 15 minutes on AMC Premiere. And you will be watching in 2
Oh, it
days.
is Friday.
That's right. 15 minutes.
I'll be watching
Let's just watch the episode. Anybody who wants to stick around.
Let's do it!
We could, you know.
You're probably going to watch it in the car ride to work.
This is going to be on YouTube. We're going to go through most of the trailers. One of them is going to actually be the behind the scenes with Angela Kang and a bunch of other things. But it's going to be really cool, and we're going to break it down frame by frame. I want to give the floor to you guys. We've been on hiatus for a little while, and I'm going to start with Aaron. You had your giveaway. What's the major things you guys have been doing during your break? I know you have a lot to say, Aaron, because well, I'll let you tell everybody.
Well, I did a giveaway, which was really fun. And I'm doing a horror version of that this weekend, maybe. I don't know. And then I went to a convention. So that was fun.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I met Neve, Campbell, Matthew Lillard, Jamie Kennedy, and I saw my favorite person ever, Robert Englund.
Oh, Silas would be so jealous.
He's the best.
And Kevin Smith, too, right?
Oh, yeah, I met Kevin Smith.
What?
Really
Those
happy.
pictures are awesome, by the way.
I went and saw the Kevin Smith reboot. Well, the James Silent Bob reboot.
Was Muse there?
He was not, but I'm going to meet him this summer for my birthday.
Awesome.
But it was actually kind of funny because I got my photo ops for free on accident.
You got to tell us how that happened.
So I bought my dad the photo op for his for Christmas and his birthday, and it was really expensive. It was like $170 as an add-on. So I got both of us really cheapy seats, and they had like VIP packages that were like $300 plus, and obviously I couldn't afford those. But they didn't know how to work the add-ons at will call, so they just saw my email, and I guess since they saw both of us there at the same time, they assumed we had two. So we both
Wow.
passed. So yeah, after the movie aired and after the Q&A, we got to go backstage and get photo ops and stuff. It was fun though.
Oh, man.
That's
Very
awesome.
cool. Yeah.
And they look great. It looks like more than its money's worth, by the way. Like, especially the Kevin Smith photos.
It was actually kind of funny too, is because he was only doing like 2 to 5 photos with everybody, but I got 12 total. And he called the cameraman back to get more photos with me. And I was like, how is my luck that I get a free VIP pass on top of extra photos with him? Him having no idea I got everything for free. I mean, technically $170 divided by 2, but like still, that's pretty good.
That's pretty damn
That
good.
is awesome.
Yeah. You got your money's worth, and you got more than your money's worth.
Yeah,
50% off discount.
Very fun.
Good for you. You also graduated, didn't you?
Yes, about
That's pretty big.
in December. Yeah, graduated in December, and that was really fun. And my official graduation is in June.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
It's like you forgot about like the important life moments.
Hey,
I don't blame you.
in my defense, I dropped out of school and waited 3 years to go back, and then I finished school within 2 weeks because I passed all my tests immediately.
Nice.
A lot better than I did.
Yeah.
I dropped out of college twice. Go figure.
I school twice, and I made top of my class. So you see how that worked out.
Yeah. It's we have a similar path. I got straight A's in college, but I couldn't do homework. That was most of it. Chris, we got it. What do you got for us? What have you been up to? Like, I know we did the Lindsley interview and we did Cooper Andrews. Yep. But what else has been going on in your life?
Been busy working. Was recently really sick, which we were talking about in the pre-show, which was a ton of fun. Nothing like feeling like you're dead.
And living on a prayer.
Yeah. No, things have been great. I mean, we got, 8 months to the wedding. Mm-hmm. And recently, I kind of posed a question through the fan base. Vanessa and I did our first, I think we're calling it like fitness that fits your lifestyle kind of thing. Mm-hmm. Or fitness for your life.
Or fitness, the number 4, and then the letter U.
Yeah, fitness for you, like whatever. So, and it's basically centered around helping people kind of like get over all these things that you're inundated with through social media with come do this and look like me and buy my supplements and do that. And it's this easy to do and whatever. And all these people that talk about doing all these things are millionaires. They're models who started a page and just blew up because they got a fan base and now get paid through Instagram and all the social media platforms. And they sit there and they just flood social media with everything to do with fitness. And it's geared towards nobody besides the person who does nothing all day and can sleep and eat all day and train and let that be their lifestyle.
People who have like literally all the time in the world to be able to work out and get that type of physique.
Yeah. So
you're speaking to normal people. That's basically with
I'm
normal schedules and
the everyday parent, the person who works 50, 60 hours a week, whatever. I posed a question to her because she has an amazing background education-wise. And just my life experience alone, I was a personal trainer when I was younger. I did it for about 10 years.
Wow.
So just combining both of our knowledges together, life experience together. She's a stepmom. I'm a parent. I work crazy amount of hours and still able to fit things in. So it's just kind of trying to break it down so people realize that it can be done. It isn't easy, but it can be done if it's something you want to do. There's no gimmick, there's no buy nothing, there's nothing. It's just two people helping other people.
Well, you piloted this episode out, and it actually, did more of an introduction, I think.
Yeah.
Was it 40 minutes? I think it was,
40 minutes, yeah, around there.
It was a good session. So if you're interested in that sort of thing, definitely head over to BMNY DeadCast's YouTube channel. It should be the very first video. Yeah. Until we get that interview that we said in the pre-show that we can't talk about right now.
Right.
So, I mean, if you really want to know, you could buy us a coffee. But this is me. This is me. In case you want to know.
Find out if you buy a coffee.
We did drop a name. We did. Yep. We dropped names.
There's a first name basis.
Yeah. The captain. Anyway, so Rachel, what up, dog? What are you doing? What are you up to?
Well, I did an interview with Jimmy McAfee. That was pretty cool. Little ways into the break. That was pretty cool. I've never done anything like that before. So. And
I feel like we should tell folks that we kind of sort of ripped the idea from Nikki Richter, aka Rick Stuff on Instagram. When he did his interview with Lindsley Register, you had this idea of interviewing people and that you had people lined up. But it was one of those things where when we watched Lindsley's interview with Nikki, we kind of went back and forth and we're like, why don't we just do it like this? Why don't we just send her the questions or whoever we're going to be interviewing the questions in a canned format, and then we'll edit it as though they're in the room, and then we can play with it a little bit too.
The results are better because then they can do this whenever they have free time at their convenience. I tried. You helped.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you made it pretty easy. You did make it pretty easy. The cuts are really good.
Good.
So if you want to see that, I'll put that in the description for this episode. So, do I have to talk about myself? You guys, I've been with you this whole break. I've been editing clips for your enjoyment. The interview with Greg Nicotero, Mo Collins, Jimmy McAfee. We had the holiday special where we opened our Secret Santa gifts.
New York Comic-Con.
I redid the New York Comic-Con video. That's right.
Yeah.
It came out. I think it came out pretty well. I think it sounds really good.
It does.
That came out just recently. I think last Friday at 4 o'clock. Now I'm remembering.
Timelines, and they don't exist in my head.
Right. Where are we in the timeline, Rachel? This is a callback to a Fear joke. Or the Walking Dead timeline. How old is Judith right now?
Don't even get me started. Everybody's wrong. I'm right. Nobody can count.
Yeah, so we had that, and then we also had the 3-part Walker Stalker Camp Merrimack special, where we kind of just went through it all. And we split it up into 3 parts. Anyways, if you want the skinny on that, you can just get the podcast. It's easier to follow everything through the blogs. SquawkingDead.com, main menu blog. It's just easier to digest in that format. You get the 2 embedded videos and have a happy holidays. Other than that, though, I mean, I had my birthday, and
if you want to meet us in person, you can come to
where are we gonna be, Creepy Chris?
You can come to the camp in Sonoy, Georgia.
Actually, it's in Peachtree City.
Peachtree.
Oh yeah. I'm sorry. It's in Peachtree City. I forgot.
I'm sorry. I think Aaron, you're also going to the camp, right? I guess we're okay. You're coming to the camp, so it's happening.
Aaron's coming to the camp.
Oh, that's it. Ah, come on. You're coming to the camp.
It depends.
It depends on whether we bully you into it.
You know, it's funny though, because I drive there and Chris said he spends $150 and I spend $100 driving there in 4 hours because I have a bad car.
Do you though? I thought you had one of those economy cars.
I have a car that is the same age as me and very, very well. It's a truck. It's a truck.
Okay.
They like gas.
Very much.
Anyway, let's start these trailers up. All right, Daryl's doing his usual limp, right? Okay, and he's
Swagger.
The first thing that you notice is the stitched on replaced wing on his right wing, basically. Some people who are savvy freaked out about it.
I'm more interested in how he lost it in the first place. I'm glad he got it back, but
well, here's the thing.
We didn't see how he lost it.
Did he lose it between the time that Dwight had it until he got it back?
No, I don't think so. I'm like 99% sure because I also went back to check the scar over his face that we did not see him receive that scar. The scar on his face and losing the wing happened around the same time.
They'll probably tell that story, I would imagine, then.
I hope
They might
so.
not.
I'm more interested in this bludgeoning device he has in his hand. I like it.
It's a mace.
Oh, I'm digging that.
Yeah.
If you're looking at it right now, it's a metal rod with the chain, and the end is Aaron's mace.
Yeah.
Digging it.
Let's see what we can glean further. What we have here is the last stand at Hilltop, because you see the Barrington.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The Barrington house.
And I think that's Jimmy McAfee back there, just behind Aaron.
Could be. Looks like Eugene way in the back there, too.
In the back corner there.
Yeah. Well, there's Marco, too, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah!
Eugene.
Is that Yumiko way in the back?
That's Yumiko right in the back. That's Oscar, Anthony Michael Lopez.
There's Angel.
Yeah, Angel Theory.
This is already interesting, though, because Kelly, last we saw, was in the cave.
Good observation. So we know she gets out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who knows? You can't. Nothing is for certain with these people.
True. This whole trailer could mean absolutely nothing.
Could be a dream. Might not even be real.
Worthless.
Damn it.
It could be. I mean,
couldn't it? We got to talk about this shit.
Ooh.
Bringing it back.
Michonne's got herself. Right. Her own
another couple of pets.
That's right.
I love it.
We'd seen in the promo photos and stuff like that, we'd seen her back with the hood again, and
yeah.
And we don't know what that means. Or you know what that means, Chris, because that could be that side quest.
I mean, yeah,
from the Walking Dead game, Telltale.
That has more to do with her being on the water.
Right.
Mm.
So that's going to be interesting because she does get on a boat and leave, so apparently. I just love seeing this because this brings me back to when she first appeared.
Right.
You know, and that
I
was
don't
such-
love seeing this because that was a time when she was kind of
Yes,
like
yeah.
just recovering from loss, like massive loss.
Yeah, dark shit. I wanted her to start slaying shit again.
That was, I mean, when
When did
she was
she stop?
still good though. I mean, she
Look.
kind of went off the,
The deep end.
yeah.
You could see it in her face. Look at her. Look at the determination in her face.
I think that's more despair.
I see it as pissed off anger.
Those couple of steps looked more like determination.
And Rosita, she's got a bit of it, like this weird kind of kingdom armor on, actually. If you
Yeah,
look
it's weird. Yeah.
with like these kind of buckles on them. So there's a little bit of an update.
It's probably where she hooks the breast pump.
I'm so glad you're here. We would not have thought of that. You wouldn't have thought of that, right, Chris?
That's her version of DoorDash.
Yeah.
Feeding on the go.
Food on the go, yeah.
Feeding on the go.
Oh my goodness.
So you're the first episode of your fitness podcast.
Oh no.
There you go.
It's not just for babies. Anyways, so it does kind of look
It
like
is,
that
it
though.
is.
Like it just slots in there. Anyway, so
Yeah. They make brasiers in that fashion. That's why it made me think of that.
maybe not quite that fashion.
No, but like how you just described, where you
Slots in,
slide
yeah.
the thing in, and for nursing mothers, yes,
Yeah.
it's a real thing.
More to the
Eugene
point.
probably designed it, so you know.
Yeah.
Ooh, this.
So he could slide his hand in there. Anyway, so I was thinking though this outfit kind of looks like what King Top would be. It's like a little bit of the Hilltop blacksmithing and some of the Kingdom's stupid bike padding
BMX
or whatever.
armor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And actually, what's cool about this shot here is that we're starting to see Daryl and the King basically start to become friendlier, which could mean a lot of things. In season 9, we see them kind of have this little rift, and even in this season, it's kind of like, but they're talking-ish, I think.
Daryl's finding his new Rick.
Oh, man, that's interesting.
Well,
why not?
Daryl never had a problem with Ezekiel. He just thought he was kind of goofy, and he was this outlandish character. Ezekiel was the one who had a problem with Daryl because he was trying, coming between him and Carol.
Right.
Well, hey,
Or he thought so anyway.
you guys should notice another thing. What is Zeke not have on and is fully exposed?
Definitely doesn't have the scarf on.
Think you kind of can see it there.
Yeah, I do. I'm going to guess at this point he's told everyone and he's not hiding it anymore.
Yeah, and he's becoming himself or something like that.
Or, he's accepted what's going to happen.
Well, this also means that he's out. Daryl's out of the cave. And I think we
yes.
kind of knew that.
Yeah. It'd be really hard to show clips without any of the people in the cave right now.
But that's the thing. An omission doesn't mean anything. Like, so if we don't see a scene with somebody in it, you can't automatically assume they're dead. In fact, they could all be
Right.
alive. Well, look at Luke there.
Nice. Luke and his awesome weapon.
That's a great shot, too. Something must have happened, like, in this frame for them to actually zoom in just like this. Like, you see this? So, like, this guy gets, like, piked in the face or something like that.
Looks like he's lost some weight too.
Jesus.
He keeps losing more and more weight. When Dan Fogler's starting to look like Tom Payne.
Yeah.
So you should
True.
have him on your fitness podcast. I think you should, though. That'd be kind of cool because the way he talks about his weight loss, how he did it was like, yeah, just eat things with no more than 3 ingredients, and I guess it works.
Oh yeah.
And that's him getting a shot with the clock blade thing.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Oh, you like cut the front of his face off. That's
Face?
freaking awesome.
Face?
Yeah,
No
face, no.
face. Face? No face.
That's awesome.
Look at his face. Look at Dan's face. Yeah.
Ah.
You like that? You like that? Anyway.
Now that guy got fucked in the face.
I won't make that joke ever again.
Right?
I can't
That's what
make any
happens.
promises. What did I do? That was a man once. Anyway.
Yeah. He does look shocked by that. Come on, Luke. Get your shit together.
What the fuck is this about, right?
I don't know.
The one thing I heard was that the Whisperers dig a tunnel underneath, and this is Beta coming up through, well, the cemetery in there. They've dug underneath the community and are gonna pop up inside.
Right.
I don't know.
I
know.
You could be right.
That's a lot of work. Like,
right.
I mean, you're talking about digging for months.
What? Actually, you may be right.
That does look like him.
Unless they found a tunnel system.
Wait a
that
minute.
already
They had a tunnel system when they escaped Alexandria.
That's true, right? If there was a tunnel system already in place, and this is the Barrington house. This goes back how many years? Right. If this house was way, you know what I mean? There might be underground tunnels.
Yeah, escape routes.
Yeah, so maybe they didn't dig. Maybe they were already there and they just found them.
It's true.
Okay, I can get on board with that.
Now you're going back to, depending on how old that house is, you're talking about Civil War shit and everything like that.
Sure. Prohibition, yeah.
All we know is this confirms that it's Beta. Watch this. His coat and the 2 knives.
Yep.
Boom. But I don't see anybody else. And that's the grave marker that he pops out of. So there you are. You are right.
Oh my god, can we just watch this can we watch it in real time for a minute?
Okay. But you're gonna miss it though. That's how quick it is though.
I know. No.
Did you see that?
I know what I'm looking for now.
That's it. That was that.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna make a super cut of all these reactions. Oh. Okay, so Father Gabriel's looking badass, and that's Thor Birch. Yeah, this could be Oceanside, I guess.
Looks a little sandy.
And Michonne is looking a little different here.
Got her hair all wrapped up.
What does that mean, though?
That somebody woke her up?
And is this in the past or in the present?
That's a good question.
This guy looks bound, or he's holding a gun. Yeah, it looks like a gun.
Kind of looks like a gun, I would say.
And
definitely
there it is. It's a gun.
And they're after her, too. So this is somebody we've not seen, I don't think. This is why I think this is maybe in the past or something.
The outfit she was wearing looked like something she wore a long time ago, too.
The leathers, right?
Yes, yeah.
This scene is reminiscent of something. By the way, Aaron, remember when you and me were talking? We had gotten together in the original scheduled time and we talked about that scene. It's like Eugene and Rosita all over again, a callback to season 9.
Oh, yeah.
When they're hiding from the Whisperers. A lot of people are speculating that next to him is whom? Carol. And what is the thing about Eugene and Rosita and Daryl and Carol is like everybody assumes that they should be together. Rosita and Eugene because of the comics, but like apparently not happening now, but maybe happening because of some of the stupid sneak peeks. And then Daryl and Carol because obviously, right?
Right. Because it's obvious.
According to Carolers. But so you see this here, and it looks like they are hiding from something, and it's probably the Whisperers.
I don't know about you, but that kind of looks like a man hand to me. That doesn't look like Carol's hand.
I'm marking your words. Because if it is,
I know if it is her, I'm probably gonna feel awful. But
not my queen.
I don't know. Is that a thumb up top?
No,
or is that the first knuckle?
I think it's a pinky or.
Well, they're holding it with the same hand Daryl is, so it can't be a pinky. That would be at the bottom. Is that a thumb up top?
I mean, unless it's his other
or
hand.
Are they?
It's like this.
It looks.
It is his other hand. It's his other hand.
Do you think?
It's facing the other way.
It could be. You're right.
It is.
Oh, so there we go.
It is.
It's Carol's man hands.
Right? See? Man hand.
So either Norman Reedus has very dainty hands. I'm kidding.
Well, but it's like in the background, so it looks small. Yeah.
Yeah.
Man hand.
That's
Called
it. Okay, we figured that one out. All right, so it looks like Kelly's in a little trouble here. Gets near the Walker pit. Maybe she slipped.
They're definitely touching her. They're close enough to touch her, yeah.
They're like fall out grabbing her. Look at that. Ooh. Bring it down to our level. Okay, we got another scene with Rosita here. And I think this is that new weapon she's wielding in the promos from beforehand.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, she's
that we
bloody
haven't seen
too.
Yet. Yeah.
Already has blood on her.
And that looks like human blood, yo. So I want to say Whisper based attack, but she looks badass and wild.
And she's in a home, so like that's
Like in
somebody's
Alexandria, yeah.
Right. This isn't in a field during a war. Like that's in a house somewhere.
That's them breaching, probably.
And this is the famous Negan in a Whisperer mask screenshot, which is like 2 seconds long. Literally, it was like 3 frames. 3. 1, 2, 3. That's it. Yeah, everybody's got eagle eyes here. Which, by the way, okay. All right, cool. I actually kind of thought he was going to be comically out of mask, but all right.
Really?
Gotta play the game. And we got some Judith action here. Slicing and dicing some walkers. Yeah.
A little ass kicker.
The Whisperers actually have flaming arrows, which is interesting. New tactic. This is Alpha, right?
Yeah. That is interesting because up until now we've only seen them use
practical
hand weapons.
Yeah. We have seen them use guns.
Like, projectile. All of them are just Alpha.
Do you remember that meetup at the Pikes?
Yeah.
Some of them were carrying guns.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Like
okay.
AKs or something. Rosita still with her new weapon, and Eugene. And there's Aaron, so he's out. He actually made it out. Good for right, Aaron? Right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and here we go. Norman Reedus with that new mace. Woo, 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 woo. The Walking Dead. Oh man, look at how long this takes.
Yeah, seriously.
Compared to like all of this. And there's
just
like
the titles.
A third of it is the title.
Yeah.
How fucked up is that?
What the hell were you thinking, huh? Running off like that by yourself.
You got Magna talking to Carol, saying "fuck you" in the face.
What were you thinking running off by yourself?
Yes, thank you.
There we go.
See,
Thank you.
How does it that you can hear?
I had it written down in my notes.
Oh, basically what the fans were saying to her too, right?
Yeah.
All right, here's the Goonies shot with Mikey up front, aka Norman Reedus, Connie in the back.
That's hilarious.
I gotta go to the bathroom. Squeezing through walls. We got Connie and some walkers down there. Oh, and Jerry's getting grabbed. Or Jerry's stuck and he's being pulled out. If you see that, there's like a hand here.
Yeah. Looks like they're pulling him through something.
And Daryl is either pulling him in or pulling him out. Magna's hanging off on the side here. Ain't looking too good, son. The first half of the season, she was doing some shady shit anyway.
Everything is just in question.
It's like I can't even turn my back on you anymore.
Yeah. He can't turn his back on her anymore. Because, obviously. But I like that they're acknowledging it, too. They're in tune with how people are reacting to this, too. Or that they're accurately predicting. We got Laura. And Scott, who we were, wondering, where the fuck is Scott?
Right?
And we did see him in, the previous episode in the car chariot thing, I think, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But we're seeing more of him. The Sonequa Martin Green's husband, actually, Kenric Green.
Everything just gets ramped up to a very, very heightened degree of fear, anxiety, suspense.
And then they show Daryl on a rock, surrounded by walkers. I thought I could play leapfrog.
His wing's not on yet.
And
so he gets the wing after he escapes the cave.
Look at that. Now, his wing has been off since last year, since season 9, when they first meet Alpha. I don't know if that happened during Scars. I don't know. We know that we're going to be seeing a lot more of Michonne still.
Looking at the boat, it's like it looks, it's gray, typically military boat. Looking to see if I can see any kind of mounted gun, but I don't see anything.
Well, look at this. Look at Laura's weapon here. Looks like a modified hoe.
Yeah.
Modified hoe.
Looks like a huge sewing needle too, if you look at it really carefully. Looks like
that's the new name for strippers, modified hoe.
Yeah, you got to be adaptable in the apocalypse. All right.
You're hiding something.
I like this shot though. You're hiding something, Clarice.
It was blind eye.
Yeah, exactly. This shot is epic because if you remember in season 10, how they stare at each other from the ravine.
Yeah.
So you have this parallel again with Alpha and Carol, the two moms.
If that was the shot of Carol looking at Alpha, the roles are reversed. Now Alpha's up here and Carol's down, looking up. It was the opposite before.
And have you seen the new promo?
No,
Of
I haven't
her
seen
just-
anything.
Of Carol just fucking screaming. She's just
Carol
like
or Alpha?
No, Carol, a primal scream.
No, I haven't seen that one.
Yeah, me either. I haven't seen anything.
I drew the one of Alpha screaming.
I'll
but I didn't see
pull
the
it
Carol
up.
one.
It's actually like I'm triggered actually by that promo.
It's gonna make me cry, isn't it?
You've seen it, Aaron, haven't you?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
It's
cry
gonna make
so
you
hard.
cry, and now I kind of want to pull it up.
Awesome. So cry in front of everybody.
Yeah, exactly. I can't do it anymore. Oh, you look. Oh man, Rachel, I'm so sorry. I feel so shitty. How are you doing, Chris? You don't look too good either.
Yeah, well, I'm just trying to figure. Yeah, like to go from that and then that scream. I'm just kind of like, I don't know.
Well, this is preparing for that scream. If you
Yeah.
look.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, what occurred from this expression to have that outburst? Unless it's just pure frustration that, like, she's a step ahead. You know what I mean? I don't know. Like,
Yeah, and this is something we're gonna see right away, I think, in this next Squeeze episode 9. So we
It's
can
gotta
watch
be
that.
part of opening minute.
God, I hope it's not Magna with a match and a Walker. Yep, it's not looking too good for Magna. Let's just put it that way. How do you feel? How do you guys feel about that, though?
I mean, she hasn't grown on me and like much or anything. I
think people had high hopes in her
Yeah.
initial appearance.
She's not turning out to be the Magna from the comic books.
Right.
I liked her at first, but now it's kind of like me.
I think
That's
everybody's
kinda
feeling
where
the
I'm
same
at.
way. Yeah, I'm not saying I dislike her.
Nothing to do with Nadia Hilker. I absolutely love Nadia, but
Oh boy, yeah.
yeah, the Magna character is just kind of like, what are you doing?
Yeah. Well, especially her
taking a
actions
shit.
from I like Popeye Gimple right here. Whoa. Okay, sorry. My bad.
I needed that.
Huge things happen in this half season right out of the gate.
We fight for our future.
I have to get something off my chest. When Daryl says, "We fight for our future," to Carol, I've seen the biggest yarn spun about how this is about, the moment where they're talking about their future.
No.
No.
I've seen it, and then people doing the clap emoji. Yes, this right here. Retweet. Have you not seen this?
No.
Carol.
Well, you know I don't
forever.
Twitter.
Yeah.
I have a very firm stance
I
on
know.
these two.
I admire the way you hold the line, but also aren't ridiculous.
Yeah, I'm not ridiculous about it. To be honest,
Exactly.
I mean, part of me doesn't want them to be romantically involved. I think that would change the dynamic between the characters. I do.
Yeah.
I like this will they, won't they, they love each other but don't have to be together type. I think their relationship is perfect as is.
Right. This kind of like unacknowledged or possibly acknowledged or long since not ever going to happen sort of thing. But like
Absolutely.
forever friends.
I like it. Yep.
Yeah.
Like best friend. The closest that two people could possibly be without sleeping together.
And they have bracelets to prove that.
Exactly.
So do we. Oh, I took them off before the shower. I was like, oh, Aaron,
Actually,
we got them too.
My King Ezekiel bear wears mine.
You're best friends with your bear?
Yeah.
Hey, where are you going? Okay.
You would be too.
Ah.
Sure
Iron Angel
is.
Creations?
Iron
Yeah.
Angels Creations project. Yep. This is my one-of-a-kind custom King Ezekiel bear.
Shout out. She's going in the description now.
Yeah.
That's right.
You guys have cute stuff, and this is the only thing I keep in my room.
Aw. My son has one of those. This is that weird-looking,
Like a saw blade.
Yeah, like saw, but machete with teeth on it or something.
Yeah.
It did look pretty awesome.
That could still go a lot of different ways.
Let's watch that again in slow motion. Alpha is knifing his balls, or at least threatening to.
Mm-hmm. Oh, she will. You know she will.
All right. Well, let's see what Jeffrey has to say about that.
That's a different way to play just a tip, by the way.
Hey-oh. I don't think Jeffrey likes it.
No.
Just don't know where he sits with anything.
That's true. We really don't. But we kind of do. but we really don't. I want to see that shot again.
The one of Ryan's interview? Yeah, me too. Go ahead and just
No,
pause
this
there.
one here.
No.
It looks like they're damming a creek or something. If you look.
Oh, I didn't even see that. That went by quick.
The Whisperers is essentially.
Wait, are those bodies?
I think they are.
They look like rocks,
They
guys.
kind of look like...
Now, what they could be, though, there could be a bunch of heads here. That I'll leave that to possibility. This is Head Dam Creek Lake. Is that you?
It was that time.
I'm like, I'm sitting here and is the Predator fucking watching me? Like,
Yeah, right?
That was me that time.
Come on, shoot! Get me! Kill me!
come on, goddammit.
Come on, goddammit!
At what point is it going to be too much for Beta to keep following out?
Ooh. Ooh. Ooh.
I'm trying to figure out what
You heard that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like at what point
You heard him say that.
is it gonna be too much?
Is
for
it
Beta
too
to-
much for Beta to follow Alpha? He's gonna join our team. I'm so excited.
No
I wouldn't say
way.
that, but it does explain some of his actions at Hilltop, though, like how he's going on all solo.
Well, that we know of. I mean, we just
Maybe.
saw him. But yeah.
But look, this looks like he's at Hilltop too, though, right? Like he's in a house.
In a house. Yeah, he's definitely in a house.
Or like a trailer. This looks like a trailer.
I did see a little clip of something, and it did look like a trailer just sitting like in the middle of a field.
The RV.
Or an RV. That's what it was. Yes,
Yeah.
thank you.
That's what it looks, because that does look like a vent, like one of those exhaust vents from an RV or a trailer.
Yeah, because that's definitely carpet right here
See
on the
this here?
fringe. That's fringy carpet right there.
Yeah. The shag carpet
Yeah.
from an old Winnebago.
Go, go, go!
Yeah, that doesn't sound so good. I'm going to be dead meat.
I think Jerry's gonna be okay.
Yeah.
Daryl rescues him at the last second.
The Whisperer War is upon us.
Yeah, I see. Now that I see that, I feel like it's just like a frustration, kind of like, why are you always 2 steps ahead of us?
Right.
I think she's trying to literally kill her with her scream
Yeah.
when she is doing that.
You see beyond the darkness.
Whoa. Okay, we need to see what is going on here because this is fucking demented. This looks like post Hilltop.
There's arrows
Tops.
everywhere, so.
Looks a lot like Lucille right there too.
Oh, you called it. Look at that. Here it is.
Right there in the front.
Lucille.
Ready?
Oh, well, or at least
Boom.
old
It looks like.
proto Lucille. Brandon's Lucille.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A
Now,
version of Lucille.
now Negan is walking out here post the Hilltop takedown. All the heads that are on the ground are actually moving. So they're all walker heads that are moving still. That looks like a survivor, dude. He's got like the...
Oh yeah, like a shin guard.
Like
The
a
shin guard.
Yeah.
So it's Zeke and Yumiko, right?
And Eugene.
And
Eugene. Okay.
Now they're on the interstate. They're on their way to wherever maybe Stephanie is what some people are speculating. And a lot of people say that this is where they will finally meet up with Princess.
That would track with the comics.
So Carol gets out. We do see her here in the woods walking with Lydia's stick.
Oh, yeah. I think so.
The one that comes apart at the ends.
Yeah.
I wonder what that means.
The Lydia's not back yet, for one.
This is pretty cool. Daryl and Judith. I think this is just before he gets that wing, by the way, because I think you see her give it to him, I think. This is what's making me nuts. A lot of these previous shots we've seen, except for this, because we already saw Michonne go. So what does this mean? She's saying goodbye to somebody here
She didn't even cry when Michonne left.
because she assumed her mom was going to be back. It looks like she ended somebody quite violently.
I don't know. She looks like she got punched in the face.
Yeah, like right here. And
That
maybe
or
in the
in
nose.
her nose.
I was going to
yeah.
say, it looks like her nose is bleeding.
Her
Something
chin.
above her eye.
Like her chin is definitely cut right there.
That is
But,
a lot of blood just on her neck, though.
yeah, but no bruise. So what's killing me...
I wonder the way it's wrapped around her neck if somebody was like covering
That,
her
yeah.
or choking her.
Yes. That's kind of what I was picturing.
Yeah, but whatever it was, she won. So, I mean, I'm thinking one or two people, and it's either Carol or Beta.
No.
Or no, actually, she actually kills Ryan Hurst.
She actually killed Ryan Hurst. Or maybe she's killing an animal to feed the Whisperers.
Okay. Or maybe this is a foreshadowing, like
Maybe
with
she's
Callum
killing
McAuliffe. Alden gets caught in the crossfire. This isn't Baby Adam. Whose baby is this?
Whose baby is that?
Rosita's.
Oh, well, yeah, it could be Coco.
Maybe.
And they're like what are they, in a truck?
Yeah, something.
Like a bus, like a mini bus. Here's the thing that makes all of this pretty interesting, because Negan has a version of Lucille, right?
Mm-hmm.
Michonne could come back. We see Negan trouncing across a broken hilltop with Lucille. Michonne could somehow have a confrontation with Negan and get his bat, or the bat that we thought was the original Lucille. This could explain the shot pretty fully.
Look at what she's wearing.
Crazy.
This is exactly what she had on in those earlier shots when the guy was chasing her with the gun.
That's right.
This is what she had on.
That's right. Yeah. You don't even see her hair.
But she did not have a bat in that scene. She was wielding her sword still.
Yeah.
You know what else? Like, when we saw her head wrapped up, you don't see any room in there for hair at all. So she's like Okoye under there. like literally, if they think they can get away with not bunching up a bunch of hair back there.
I mean, they could at least put the wig on and then cover the wig. Like,
right, but they didn't.
No, they didn't.
And if you'd seen those previous shots, there's no bulge. Not really.
I thought I saw a few strands out the very back, but no, like what you said, like nothing up here on top or
it's braided. I don't know.
Well, maybe she got sick of the humidity. Anyway, so let's. So we got Rosita running away from a burning hilltop, I want to say, or running towards something. This is a new scene, though.
Yeah.
Of Michonne wielding the bat.
Comes down so damn fast in a blur.
And it looks like an 80s kung fu film.
I almost wonder if that's like a nightmare sequence.
Well, that's what I said originally, yeah. But she's clearly wearing the same outfit that we saw earlier.
The spy you're looking for, right here in your camp. Believe it or not, I have been where you are right now. And if you don't want to end up where I am right now, I suggest you zig where I was at.
There's a lot to unpack here.
If you don't want to be where I'm at right now.
If he really didn't give a shit, he wouldn't divulge any of this stuff, giving her a chance to kind of make right where he went wrong.
Do you think he's actually looking out for her? I think it's a ploy to gain trust.
Maybe, but I think he's just mind gaming her. Yeah, I default to that as well, but like there's something to like if he really didn't care and he wanted them to fall, he just wouldn't have said anything. There's other ways to be in someone's favor, right? Yeah. Like you can do what he did in the comic books, which is like romance the shit out of her.
Yeah, except she's not having any of that, I don't think.
Yeah. It trips me up a little bit because I want to say
I still think he's
playing him, right?
I think so. I do. I think he's gonna go down the same path he did in the comic books. This is all to basically prove to our group that he's changed and he's been redeemed.
The thing is, you stay king or queen long enough with people telling you all day, every day that you don't stink. Eventually, you start to believe it. The thing is, it still stinks. Based on my own personal experience, I'd say look closer to home. And no, I am not talking about Frankenstein's hemorrhoid. The big dude is clearly a goose stepper. But the little one?
A goose stepper?
Yeah, like the Nazis.
Okay,
like
thank
falling
you.
Falling in line.
I didn't get that reference. Okay.
Yeah.
I understood what he meant by it, but I didn't get it. Okay.
It's kind of an odd thing, like because if you wanted to take out your biggest opponent, see, that's the other thing. If you wanted to take out your biggest opponent, obviously throw the stink onto Beta, but he doesn't do that.
Yeah.
He accurately points out Gamma as the spy.
That's because Negan sees the value that shut up. Negan sees the value that Beta can offer, and he's going to try and swing him over to our side too.
You have to go now, Chris, don't you?
Yeah, I gotta get out of here, guys.
I'm so glad you didn't miss that part.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna probably on my way to work put it on my AMC and start watching it.
I gotta know what's going on. This is bullshit.
Yeah.
You're gonna have all the answers before we're even done recording.
I'll talk to you guys soon. Aaron, nice meeting you, man. I'll talk to you
Bye,
later.
Chris.
You see, she is close enough to you that she knows exactly where that horde was. But she guards the border, which means she's close enough to the enemy that they could have gotten to her.
He's basically just theorizing that she's a double agent.
It really goes back to what I was saying before. It's one thing to kind of get buddy-buddy, but how deep in do you need to be? You know,
Right.
if all you need to do is just step back and wait for them to kind of fall into the hole, right? You know, if
Well, maybe he may be trying to secure his own spot there too. You know, if he points out, oh, hey, this person's not falling in line, and then Alpha, you know, sees it, kills her, whatever she decides to do, and then she's going to be all that much more grateful to Negan for pointing it out. That may put him in a better position
for himself,
yes,
but not
absolutely.
necessarily for Hilltop, Alexandria, etc.
Well,
which is what we're assuming.
Yeah. I mean, it'll position him closer to Alpha,
right?
And then maybe he can, you know, kill her and then bring her head back and show everybody.
But at the end of the day, who does that serve? Like, is he doing it for himself, or is he doing it for the... Because obviously he's giving away the secret weapon of the spy for the Hilltop Alexandria. So you're saying... Okay,
that's true too, yeah.
I think I know what you're saying, and I'll go with this. You're saying he would rather it be he who single-handedly brings down Alpha.
Yes.
And then gains all the benefits of being the, like, Whisperer boss post.
Well, no, I don't think he would take over the Whisperers. I think he would take out Alpha and then
what?
Come back to our communities and say, look, guys, look what I did for you.
That's a very odd way of doing that.
It's exactly what he did in the comics.
Yeah. Well, no. It seems messy, right? Like,
it was very messy. He chopped her head off, threw it in a bag, and tossed it down at Rick's feet.
I mean, considering the fall of the Hilltop, messy.
Right.
Like,
although
the cost of
that whole thing could have just been a big old dream scene. Maybe somebody's having a nightmare about Hilltop falling.
Negan's
we don't
having
know.
A Christmas Carol moment. Like, this is what will happen if you do not take her out or something. Anyway.
Yeah.
This is the opening minutes. Are you guys ready?
No, do it.
It's a minute and a half. It's a minute 20 seconds. So I don't know. Opening minutes is a little exaggerated. Okay.
Minute.
Okay, so they're noticing Alpha at the top here, probably. Yep. And again, this reflects that shot at the precipice in the beginning of the season where Carol's
looking down. Yeah.
But now Alpha is looking down.
Yeah.
At Carol. Oh, this is going to be the triggering moment.
Reverse roles. Yes.
I'm sorry, Rachel.
Yes, it is.
Sorry.
I told you.
Did you see a little smirk of satisfaction for a second?
Oh, yeah.
Wait, let's
that was Carol realizing that she fell into a trap.
Make sure they don't get out.
Oh, she's mad. She's mad because she knows that Gamma betrayed her. This was the nail in the coffin. Do you remember how we were breaking down the last episode, 79?
Yeah.
And how I was saying the advice that she got from Negan, and this is how we knew. Now we know from those sneak peeks that Negan was the one who advised her, you know what, let it happen.
Mm-hmm.
If it does happen, you know that Gamma betrayed you.
Yeah. And we were wondering why the herd was moved when they went to the
chasm
quarry.
Yeah, I think so. I don't know.
Yeah, what are they? What's that called? I want to say trench, and that's not the word I'm looking for.
I know what you're talking about. There's like a little dip.
So
a little dip in the field.
The thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, the thing where they were, and that was the last place Gamma, the place that they were. And that was the last place Gamma knew. And then all of a sudden they weren't there. And then Daryl's like, screw this bitch. She lied to us, blah, blah, blah. And then we all said, no, we don't think that she did.
And then all of a sudden you see her and then they have a Benny Hill moment.
Yes. And now we find the herd in the cave.
Yeah. So
yeah, I think you're absolutely Correct.
Yeah, I think this kind of confirms it. And that's the thing. I think that scene with Negan and her is prior to
the cave. Yeah, them moving the herd. Yeah. I agree.
I also think that she didn't tell him that that's what she decided to do. Taking his advice, she wants it to be all from her.
Obviously.
Yeah. So, and I think she's very unhappy that she knows the truth. Damn, son.
Could explain why we see Mary show up at Alexandria.
Mary, you mean Gamma?
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that you called her by her name, though. Yeah.
Well, I don't think she's going to be Gamma much longer.
Mary Gamma Birch.
Yeah. I think she's going to be going back to Mary pretty soon. But yeah, I mean, she shows up and is like, your people are in trouble.
We made it. We did.
That was the last one?
That was the last one. All right. There are a couple of promos that kind of do basically what these teasers did. But yeah, I didn't know that. Had they not aired those opening minutes, I could have spared you at least one triggering moment with Carol's scream. Sorry.
Now that we watched the opening minutes, I don't feel like it's going to be that's like gut-wrenching because I don't think we've ever heard Carol make a noise like that.
No.
But I get it now. Like, I get it. Like, if she could have just screamed F-U-B... I think that's what was coming. Yeah, pretty much. She realized that she had just fallen into a trap. Yeah,
it's like the Carol equivalent of come on.
Yeah,
it is pretty triggering though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Show of hands. How many of you immediately after this episode are going to watch this episode now?
I'm not.
I'm forcing myself not to watch it.
Going to be playing Sims.
And you're winding down for work tomorrow, right, Aaron?
Yeah. Well, I have to react to the thing, and I can't do that until tomorrow or Sunday. Okay. I have a tripod thing, so I'm gonna set my computer right here and watch it, and then I'm gonna have a mirror so they can see what's going on as I'm watching it.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah, and then I'll post it to my YouTube because Skybound takes all the reaction YouTubes and puts them on that page. So I'm totally not doing it to be on Skybound.
That's awesome.
Yeah, you've never seen those react like Mama Deadhead does it, and
people have told me I need to see them, and then I've also been told that I should record my reactions because it's a bit much sometimes.
Yeah.
It would be,
yeah. You should do it. I'm not really into them, to be perfectly frank. That's just me.
I feel like if I knew there was a camera there, I wouldn't react the same way as I would if
that's my problem. Yeah. That's exactly my problem. Like I could never react naturally.
Overdo it because I feel like a lot of them are just awful sometimes.
Like trying too hard.
With Gwen's death, there was someone just. I don't even want to go. I don't even want to talk about it, but it was just not great, and you can tell it wasn't the best reaction.
I was in a movie theater with about 150 people, and I screamed.
I am sure.
Our radio station did like for the premiere, they had a little competition, and they were like, "Send us your apocalypse plans." And so I went on their Facebook and I typed out my apocalypse plan, and they chose me as one of the winners to come watch the season 7 premiere in the theater in Birch Run. And I was like, yeah, this is a great idea. I don't know what made me think that. Yeah. But then they invited me back for the finale of that same season. So I actually got to watch 2. Yeah. So I got to watch 2 episodes on the movie theater screen.
Oh, boy. That's really cool.
Watching Glenn up there, though, was...
not cool. Anything but
cool. In the front, down like below the screen, they had a table, and they had these little buckets with all the characters' faces on them, who was in the lineup, and they wanted you to like vote for who you thought was gonna die. And I was sitting right in the front row. Anytime anybody got close to Glenn's bucket. No. Anytime they get close to Glenn's bucket, I'm like, get away! Get away from her!
Hey, don't even think about it. Don't even think about it.
Yeah.
But you knew.
I had prepared myself. I knew. I know. I knew it was coming and still cried for 9 weeks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait, you guys know who it was supposed to be? There were two versions of it. There was a Glenn and Abraham, and then two other people.
Actually,
Right.
I heard they did a kill scene with everyone who was lined up there. They didn't even know which clip they were going to use.
No, they knew. It's just that they did misdirect films, like basically misdirect shots.
Right.
Like they had one with Maggie.
Yeah.
But had a second choice for who would actually die. It was
did.
It was supposed to be Aaron and Eugene.
Damn.
But
Honestly,
dead.
yeah, I really thought it was going to be Eugene. I really, really did. I mean, I knew it was going to be Glenn, and I figured it would. I figured we were going to be losing two people in that scene, and I thought Eugene would be the other one.
Mm-hmm.
Right. You know, the one we knew wouldn't be, and definitely not Daryl. It could have been
or Rick or Carl,
but God forbid Daryl, guys.
No, it wasn't going to be Daryl.
Couldn't be.
It'll never be Daryl.
Yeah, exactly. This is like the constant joke of the show. It's like, God forbid the guy who was never in the comic. No, can't get rid of him. No.
I'm sorry. At this point, Carol and Daryl can't. Like they're
Carol can
They're
die.
They're all the. You shut your face. You shut it right now.
You shut it.
They're the only two. They're the only two originals left. They have. We got to finish the series with the originals.
Not to be triggering, but a lot of people are saying Carol's something's gonna happen.
Yeah,
it won't. They're wrong.
She's gonna be crippled or something.
She's still alive. I don't care.
That's true. Wouldn't that be a fate?
They're not going to kill her.
Daryl and Carol will always be together, but it'll be Daryl taking care of Carol.
Changing our depends.
Oh, God. Yeah, but essentially, yeah. Fucking adult-sized diapers.
Right.
Oh, she's a vegetable.
If she does die, it's going to be because she lives so far into the future, she just passes away from old age. That's how she goes.
Well, I would definitely praise Daryl at that rate.
In her little tiny house.
Yes.
Yeah,
that's right.
I just thought of a scenario where there'd be like an afterward and like years later where Carol could move like just her finger and she removes the brake and like goes down the stairs. It's like that's the way she wanted it to be. Like Daryl kept her alive for nothing.
Oh.
That's right. That's right. All she wanted to do was die, folks. And that's where we're gonna leave you.
Wait, hold on. I did have one thing to say about the teasers and trailers. Has anyone been seeing the Aaron and Beta, the promo they did with Aaron and Beta?
Sort of, yeah.
Like they're gonna do the same things as in the comic books.
Like a fight scene? Is that what you're?
Yeah,
leading?
Because when they did like the red teaser thing, they put Aaron and Beta together, and that was the only duo they had in the entire teaser. So I'm hoping.
So we're gonna see a showdown between those two?
I really hope so.
Yeah.
I really.
People were speculating that from the summer, even like that's gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
But this is kind of like, we're gonna lean it more closely to it. Yeah.
This is like the worst season ever for me.
All my favorites are dying.
Well, I've never liked the bad guys before. This is the first time like I actually like the bad guys, and I'm like, no, don't kill Beta.
No, I love Beta too. I named Beta first.
I want Beta to be my alpha. To be on a card or something.
Make stickers. That's the sticker.
Hashtag Beta is my boo. Lisa, nice start of that one.
Beta is my boo. Yeah.
Hashtag.
Or like some sort of like Trumpish slogan, like make Beta alpha again. Like, something like that.
Yeah. Make Beta alpha.
Make Beta. Well, but you have to put the again because it's obviously redundant.
Right.
Make Beta alpha again.
Yeah,
there you go. There is nothing more to say. Like, I honestly, I thought there would be a lot more to pick apart from these trailers. And there were some pretty cool nuggets. like certain people surviving. We see certain weapons that we saw kind of like only in promo shots from last year almost, like Rosita's weapon. Like now we get to see them in action, like they're real things.
I get so excited over weapon, like these creative weapons. Like nobody's just walking around with like a butcher knife. Like they're like creating these things, you know?
And Daryl's mace. That's pretty cool too.
Yeah, yes.
I just want to know where they're finding all these maces.
Well, Hilltop has a blacksmith.
Well, that's right.
A fully functioning Earl Sutton.
That's right. And is Callan not interning, apprenticing there
He's
too?
He unpaid intern.
the interning with the blacksmith.
Make blacksmithing.
Not Callan, Alden. That's what I meant.
Yeah, Callan McAuliffe. Yeah,
right.
Alden. Yeah. I think so. I think partially, and then Marco's there too. I believe.
That's right, because that was Ken's dad.
Right, and
Ken was his best friend.
Well, here's some possibly more Marco scenes too. So you got blacksmith lung right now.
That's right.
If you like what you heard, I mean, leave first of all, leave a rating. RateThisPodcast.com/SquawkingDead. That'll take you to a bunch of podcast portals whereby you can actually rate us. It was Apple, Spreaker, Castbox, Stitcher, a whole bunch of things. So just go to RateThisPodcast.com/SquawkingDead. Leave a like if you can do that. Whatever podcast platform or vlog platform you're listening from, YouTube, Facebook. If you want to support the show, it's ko-fi.com/SquawkingDead. When you do that, you get little behind the scenes. If you can only imagine what you've heard right now after the cut, you don't even want to know what we were doing before the show started. All the shit we cut out in the middle because things we had to say over and over again because I'm just swearing up a storm. You get access to all of that and then some. And if you're lucky, maybe you can show up in the show, just like Nightmare on Elm here has, who graced us with his presence, which I'm very happy for. We were so psyched, like seriously. I'm so psyched that we just kept talking.
I think we talked for a good hour at least.
Yeah, and then I had to run to the bathroom because I was driving at the time. That's the thing.
Oh my gosh.
A lot of honking.
Yeah, a lot. Well, that wasn't even my horn too. So you can imagine how that went. A lot of honking of horns, if you know what I mean.
Little beep beep toot toot.
That's staying in. That's not getting cut. So if you want a little bit more beep beep toot toot. Just buy us a coffee. Just buy us a coffee, huh? We'll be seeing you in probably just a few days to record the episode. So enjoy the mid-season premiere. I know that we will. Watch out for Aaron's React video, which should be on his YouTube channel. I'll link to it in the description.
Yes, please.
I'll be pressuring CosmoMom09 to do her own React videos. Why not? not interested. Okay, you're right. You got too many Squawking Dead duties. It's fine. Anyway,
Eric would have to set the camera up before I knew that it was there. That would be the only way that it would work.
I think you can do it. I really do think you'd be able to do it.
I'd have to forget that it was there. Otherwise, I'd like constantly be like, "Oh God, it's watching me."
You know what I think you should do? I do think you should have him or somebody in the room with you. You can put them out of frame if they don't want to be filmed, but like just to be there. Because I only usually react when somebody else is in the room. That's how I work, and it'll be more genuine because there's like a feedback loop. When somebody's actually there, there's a reason to kind of have a reaction because you're informing each other of what you're feeling without saying what you're feeling. So, but with the camera in there, it does feel a little bit more manufactured. So I get that. So if I ever did a React video, it'd be because of that, because somebody was there next to me, even if they didn't want to be filmed. So with that, everybody enjoy the mid-season premiere. I know that we'll be triggered now that you've seen what we've been through. And we'll see you in a couple days for episode. We're at 88. This is 87. Yeah, this is 87. Next one's 88. We're getting close to 100 episodes. And we started podcasting at episode 100 of The Walking Dead. So how about that? We've been cranking them out since a couple of years ago. But anyway, love you guys. We'll speak to you soon. And that is that. Good night. Now stick around because it's post-show now.